What is great, y'all? Welcome to Goddess Vision. It's your girl Goddess. I am also called Destiny, and thank you for being here. Nah, but for real, thank you so much for joining. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you've been rocking with us for a minute. Today we are going to go ahead and do an energy interpretation and get into this Taurian energy, that we're feeling, okay? I am changing up the way that I do my spreads a little bit, so please bear with me because the setup may change. We may, you know what I'm saying, we might, do a little something, mix it up a little bit, but for the most part, I know how I want to go ahead and get this done, so let's get into it. I'm going to pull a card from the Energies of the Seven Oracles deck. If you did not check out you didn't check out the Starseed reading that we did, we left off on Endless Possibilities. And yeah, if you feel like you're a light worker or Starseed or light being, or you just want a little bit of additional insight, go ahead and check that interpretation out. I really dig it. It is a more collective based. It's just for whoever is one of those. I don't know who needs to hear this, but one of those. So I really dig it so far though. But yes, happy Monday. We are on our Earth sign gang today. So if you have Earth signs in your placements, or you just want to get some additional insight on the energy that each Earth sign is bringing in, go ahead and check those out. Whoa. Oh my gosh, that's how we're, that's what we doing? That's what we doing? Well, we only need one. But let's go ahead and see. Of course, Taurus, we got the Royal You, Time Machine, and a Tall Tale. I love it. Bearing fruit. Okay, we're already kind of getting into the energy. Very much. Taurus, what story are you telling? Let me turn this down. I think that's too loud. Is that better? Taurus, what story are you telling? What fruit is that's my little son over here. Gotta be seen, gotta be heard. But what story are you telling, and what fruit is it bearing? If your life were a tree, what fruit would you bear? Ears wide open, and the Royal You again. The encompassing energy. I love it. I love it. Long time. Now Taurus, don't make me read you for filth. I don't even, we coming in hot, and you know what I'm saying, this is our first interpretation back. This is our first time together back, so I don't want to jump down your throat. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. But we know, and I say we, because I got some Taurus in my chart, heavily aspected, okay, so ears wide open, Taurus. Are you hearing what you want to hear? Are you telling people what they want to hear? You feel me? Are we reading in between the lines? Are we listening in between the lines? Are we listening for... Are we hearing things that aren't being said? And I ask, I'm saying this because all of those things can lead to the way that we interpret what it is that we are taking in. And the Royal You, which is, that's that encompassing energy, is letting you know that whatever you hear, just remember that no matter what, you must remain you. You must remain energetically sovereign. Energetic sovereignty is so important right now. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Taurus. I am filming your video first, although Virgo did win the poll. So I'm likely going to post Virgo first, but I already knew that this was Taurus energy. So I'm like, let me get it in. Let's get it in, okay? Because it is very much a Taurus energy, that energetically sovereign energy that I'm gonna be me energy regardless. And Taurus is very, it's earth, but it's fixed earth. But I love to think of Taurus as like the soil, and you know, the soil is going to give you what you give the soil. So the more nutrients you give the soil, the more organic matter you add to soil, the more fertile it becomes, and the more nutrient dense it becomes. And so the more nutrients can be taken up, the more water can permeate through it. And again, so the more nutrients can be taken in by plants. But the thing is no matter what you do with soil, and no matter what form it's in, or how it looks, or what the nutrient density is soil regardless. You feel me? The soil is always going to be the soil. No matter if it's loose, if it's compacted, you feel me? Alright, we ain't going to get too far into the soil science, because y'all know me now, okay? You know your girl, you know. Okay. So, this is the energy. Okay? No matter, being able to be open to listening and hearing what you don't want to hear, and telling people what they don't want to hear, but in a way that is nurturing and not from judgment, listening without judgment, being able to take yourself out of it, but still remain in your divinity. Because the royal you, we're not just talking about the you that you created through the roles that you play in your life and in others' lives and in our collective and all that. We're talking about the divine you that is unwavered in times of chaos. And what I mean by unwavered is not that you can't feel and you can't act accordingly. That's the thing. It's according to what? Are you acting according to these emotions, or are you acting according to you? Are you able to remove yourself, the egoic self, and be willing to be silent so that you can hear what your soul is saying? Can you listen to what your soul is saying? Can you listen to what their soul is saying? Okay. I do want to also get, before I pull that, let me actually do from the Enchanted Map Oracle, and that's, we left off on the Moonlight. That's that intuition and being able to use that to discern, because you have built, you've been utilizing your intuition. You feel me? You've been. And so it's time to trust that now, Taurus. It's time to trust that you can be trusted. You can trust yourself. I understand, I overstand all the stands that, you know, once we are acting out of a certain conditioning and then we see the results of that start to materialize, we will ask ourselves, like, can I, you know, now we don't know if we can trust ourselves to make the right decisions with people or with money or with opportunities, or, you know, and we have to know that we can, because what's meant for us will not pass us by. What's meant for us, we can't mess up. We can't mess up what's meant for us. It's not possible. All we can do is learn from all we can do is learn. And so if it's not an opportunity taken that we feel like that we did what we were supposed to do with it, it was meant for us to learn from. It's never a missed opportunity. You can't miss an opportunity. The only way you can miss an opportunity is if you don't recognize any opportunity in that opportunity. You feel me? I love using this deck to get kind of a clearer idea of like how we're navigating. So let's see how Taurian energy, how are we navigating? What is the energy the Taurian collective is bringing in? And of course, gratitude. I would like to just mention that, you know, we are focusing on the present right now. We're not talking about the past. We're not worried about what's to come, because we know that those things are created in the now. And why did moonlight come out again and making a choice? Wow. Wow. Wow, Taurus. Wow. And so it's very much like, you know what you got to do. And it will be the thing that, woo, that stubborn energy. And I know it's so cliche to say, but as a Taurus, if you have Taurus in your chart, and especially if you have a Taurus moon, oh, this right here, this is a hard head, okay? And you know what a hard head make for, okay? If your moon is in Taurus, oh baby, if you think a Taurus sun is stubborn, imagine if you got the bull in the head. Come on now. But you also have that same quality that makes you stubborn, is the quality that makes you persevere through whatever it is that you are denying yourself. And you know what it is, because your soul is telling you what it is. And the royal you, that's where you feel that innate balance, that innate sense of peace, that innate awareness, and then you got to choose it though. You got to choose it. You got to choose it with magic stream underneath, spirit of place. You have to, because no one can do it for you, and you know that, and no one can make you do it, and you know that. Most of the time you can't even make you do it, and you know that. That's why this, oh, I can't trust myself. That's where that comes from, when we're making these decisions, when we are not listening to ourselves. Or we are listening to our egoic self. When we're moving through either the heart or the mind, and we're not allowing that coherence to bring them together. That's that magic stream energy. When the current is flowing, when we're in the flow state. And Taurus knows the flow state. Taurus loves the flow state. That's where and it's not even about where we're comfortable, because when you say that, then that brings the idea of a comfort zone, and sometimes we can get stuck in that, not just Taurus, but all of us. Because Taurus is about like, how can I be the most comfortable in this situation? While also being mindful and nurturing of others as well. But I want to be comfortable too. You know, I deserve to be comfortable. I don't feel like I shouldn't have to sacrifice my comfort for others' comfort. Even though I know how to make other people comfortable. Here's the thing. We have stepped into a consciousness shift, a collective consciousness shift, where again we have to be the ones sometimes to make that choice and transcend beyond the sense of self that feels that way. Because and not to say that there's no value in it, or we have to marginalize how that sense of self feels. We can still let that sense of self feel that, but we have to remember that it's the sense of that, it's the egoic self that is feeling that. It's not all us. It's not the royal you. And our sense of self that feels that is well within its right to feel that way, because that is the us that we've created out of our experiences that would feel that way. And so it makes sense. Yeah, that me is hurt, and that me, it's understandable that me is hurt, because that me had all these experiences and conditioned that me's mind that when this happens, this is how you feel. So it makes perfect sense. But because I know that, all of me knows that, why am I just succumbing to what that me wants? When I know that me is only a small part of me that came from the rest of me. And so you literally have to make the choice to transcend that. Otherwise, that's the you that you are going to, that's as far as you go. You know what I'm saying? That's where you, I don't want to say stop, but that's why there's this discord within yourself. Because you know that you're only catering to that little part of you. No. And I don't mean little as in invaluable. I mean little as in like it's a tiny speck of you, like we're a tiny speck of everything else. And so your soul feels you catering to a tiny speck of you. And it's like, why? And you're like, because this speck of me knows how to be comfortable. This speck of me knows how to get comfortable in discomfort. And you're like, yes, but that part of you knows that because what is the word I'm looking for? Not took from it, like, what is the word that's like it piggybacked but not piggybacked? What is the word that I'm trying to find? Essentially, that part of you, it took from the whole of you that knows, the energetically sovereign part of you that knows how to find peace amongst chaos and be peace amongst chaos, because you are peace and not because there is duality, because you are no longer even seeking peace or avoiding chaos. You just are. You see them both existing and you exist with them. And so our egoic self did the same thing, but it just, it allowed that energy to express itself in a different way. Perhaps withdrawal, perhaps anger, perhaps paranoia, or insecurity, or whatever, or happiness, enjoyment, fulfillment. It just took from the whole what it could recognize and added it to its sense of self. Added it to itself. And so again, it's well within its right to feel that way. But you have to remind it, you're only catering to you. And our ego is going to be like, yeah, well, I'm doing that to protect you because that's what we did. But see, that's when we were only taking from part of the whole. We know that we're the whole. So how can part of me protect all of me? And it took, like, I don't even need a part of me to protect all of me anymore, because I am my protection. I'm protecting that. I created that. The sun, and then goddess of the moon. I think I saw anxiety. Oh, deceit. Even better. Patience. Angel of balance. Third chakra, very, very intuitive energy coming in. And of course, that's that Venus energy. Ooh. Of course, Taurus said energetic sovereignty. Of course they did. I love it. Wow. There's the sun again. Ooh, I was about to say envy, and then yin and yang came out. Look, door to spirit, angel of love, goddess of the moon, caring connections, and patience. Woman holding a heart. That all, if that don't sum up Taurus energy, I don't know what does. Magician in the mirror, door to value. Yeah, see, we getting there. Again, what story are you telling and what fruit does it bear? Because you are the creator. You are creating this reality. Storm warning. What story are you telling and what fruit is it bearing? What you resist persists. So are we talking about what we don't want? Or are we moving toward what we do want? The temple path. Are we materializing the shadow aspect of Taurus, which is lack-based belief, limited belief, poverty mindset, worry, insecurity, that mistrust, all those cards that wanted to pop up, maybe even a little envy. Storm warning, don't let it, don't. The temple path, door to romance, contract, adjacent possibilities in the world. Third chakra, beautiful. And I am also going to read from the guidebooks for these, simply because if you know me, you know that I love reading from the guidebooks, because I just feel like it's additional insight. And honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I just feel like if I don't, I'm robbing us of an additional perspective. And y'all know we can take as much perspective as we can get up in this, okay? Magic works through you, scarab beetle spirit. That was also a continuation from the starseed interpretation. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Again, that's adjacent to that ears wide open energy. This and that are true. You know, everyone, are you only seeing and hearing things from your perspective? Are you only seeing things from your perspective? Are you only taking it in as it applies to you? Are we seeing, even if it's being presented in a way that's just so obvious and blatant, are we able to see it a different way? That koi fish spirit keeps coming up. Ant spirit, time to collaborate. Ooh, wow, gratitude. Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. And then what did I say? Koi fish spirit, there's always enough. There's always enough. And this is bringing us into the higher representation of Taurus energy. Abundance. There's always enough. More than enough. That luxury, that abundant energy. Watch and wait. Again, can you trust yourself? with what you have created? Are you able to be still and know? Are you able to trust that God is working even when you're resting? Are you able to trust that what you've done is enough? Are you able to allow your contributions to materialize, the work that you've done to bear fruit? I want to get the celestial energy, the celestial influence before I clarify with tarot. Gemini and fixed. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. Stability, persistence, loyalty, dependability. I'm going to pull a card for each position just to kind of get some clarification on the celestial influence that each of these energies is bringing in. I just saw Mercury and Jupiter. That's funny. I'm sorry, you guys. My camera only records for a certain amount of time. Let's go ahead and get a card for each position. Clarifying, ears wide open. Celestial influence. Clarifying, ears wide open. And y'all know, gratitude. House 4, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Come on now. Come on now. And conjunction wanted to come out too. Emerging and a union and a come together. And we're getting a lot of daughter romance. Woman holding a heart. And so, especially in our romantic connections. Especially in our romantic connections, being able to coexist without feeling like you're conceding, or compromising without feeling like you're capitulating. Wow. North Node, destined to have house 8, transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies, Mercury, think, learn, network, and communication. Wow. Clarifying, moonlight. This is literally undoing, not even undoing, it's deconstructing the sense of self that was created. Oh shoot, sorry. Oh, Venus, give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. Come on, Taurus. Come on, Taurus. Look here now. Look at here now. Let me make sure I ain't got no more flip. Look now, Taurus. We know our worth. We know that we know our worth. We know what we deserve. Especially when it comes to love. It's very much an energy. I don't want to compromise shit when it comes to love, because I've been compromising and I don't want to do it anymore. I genuinely don't want to. If I have to compromise in love, then it ain't for me. Understandable. So understandable. I'm the type that feels like, to be honest, we've been conditioned to compromise a little bit too much. I feel like, yeah, regular schmegular petty shit, alright. Whatever. Okay, you like dinner at this time, whatever. Okay, whatever. Okay, I can even get down with assigning roles. Sure, okay. But at what cost? Like, if it costs too much, nah, bruh. Like, I ain't compromising on no lifestyle and core characteristics. That literally makes no sense, because I'm gonna end up in some shit that I don't want to be in, trying to compromise around someone's personality traits and stuff. Why? Just go find the person that actually has the traits so you don't have to compromise. And that is one way to go about it. Also though, like we were talking about before, we know like that energy, I don't want to because I shouldn't have to, and I've been, and like, when am I gonna get to just be able to be? Who is that? And it's not to say that you're not worthy of that and you don't deserve that, but what is that? Who is that built around? Those values, that worth, that who does that cater to? Whose growth does that cater to? Whose continuation does that cater to? Divine you or yourself? Your sense of self, your egoic self. You know, when we come up into Goddess vision, we talking about ego versus consciousness, the heart versus the mind, and not even versus. Let me not even say ego and consciousness, the heart and the mind, heavens and the earths. This and that are true. Duality and non-dualities. You know, separation and integration. This ain't about that person. The name of the game is it ain't about them. And we know that. And it's not to say accept shit that puts you in a dangerous position or something that literally serves the egoic self. You know, it's not to say just deal with whatever and just concede and but also ask yourself, why are you not? Like, what is so whatever that you feel like you can't accept? And the reason I'm saying so whatever, again, is not that you're not well within your right to feel this way or to not want to accept it, but now when you look at it, can you look at it and see that it's an expression of this other person's egoic self? And what they're asking for, they may be asking for from their own egoic self. That ear's wide open. And so when you see it that way, again, it's not to cater to that from them, but can you see that what you're resisting isn't even what it is that you're what it is that they're asking of you? What it really is resistance in general. Why am I resisting this? Because I don't like it. Why don't I like it? It doesn't make me feel good. Why doesn't it make me feel good? Because I don't feel good when someone treats me this way. Why? Because when I feel like when you're treated this way, it means this. Why? Because I was taught that a man should treat a woman this way. Why? Because my mom had to go through this, that, and the third, and I learned that that's not what I wanted to go through myself. Or I learned, or my mom was treated, or my dad treated my mom this way, and that's what I want. That's what I grew up seeing. Okay. And now what? Well, so yeah, that means that in order for me to have that same feeling, I have to have that. Says who? Says me. Who's me? Me. The person. Okay, but oh, the me who saw this growing up and had this instilled in my mind. Okay. The me who allowed this to be instilled in my mind because that's what I was taught. That's literally how I learned as I started to gain awareness of things. Okay. Did you see everything that led up to that? Did you see how the people who shaped you, how they were shaped? Oh, well, I didn't see it, but I saw how my grandma treated my mom, or my granddad treated my dad, or what. And the point is once you do this, you're realizing that everything that you find value in and see beauty in is because of some preconditioned experience. Which makes sense, and it's not to take away from those experiences. But can you see how those experiences have brought their way to this moment right here? And what that means, and really how that's created resistance? And what does that resistance mean? Oh, well, that this doesn't serve me. Okay, so then why are you even debating doing it or not? Unapologetically and authentically move on, or create a way to recognize this resistance and then transcend through it while you're interacting. You know, it's like what Ayanla Vincent, when she was saying, you can't, what did she say? You can't make someone love you the way you want to be loved. You can see how that person loves, and you can choose whether or not you want to engage. Make a choice. Clarifying for storm warning. Gratitude. Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. All right now. Water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. All right now. I love when the themes repeat themselves, because it's like ears wide open, Taurus. Rockhead, Taurus. I get it. They're like, yeah, we gonna have to say it a few times. You know how they do. And then, of course, Leo. Self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Gemini, the bottom, top of the deck, encompassing energy, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Gemini and Mercury keep coming up. That's that mutable... That's that mutable mind. That's being able to, that's how you get through and transcend concepts. Gemini moon will deconstruct a thought down to nothing. Okay? And I know. Airhead in the house, Gemini moon. Okay? The ability to expand concepts so that we can see every conceptual, everything that's in that concept. So now when we look at it, we know what it is. It's whatever it is, it's a concept that was created. That's literally what this, what you tripping over concepts for, Taurus? That's really why it's a problem, because you Earth tripping over concepts. You're matter tripping over stuff that hasn't even materialized yet. That's that storm warning. You know how you can alleviate that to the temple path? Compassion, intuition, intimacy, allowing, Taurus, allowing you, allowing others. Just try something small. You know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta be nothing big. Try it with something small where you feel that resistance. I don't want to eat that today. I don't feel like it. Have a bite anyways. Just see. I'm not saying you gotta eat all of it, finish it with, just have a bite. And you'll, okay, releasing resistance. Walking throughout your day, something irritates you. I don't want to do that. Start to do it anyways. Literally, just kind of, I don't want to apologize. Do it anyways. Even if you feel like you shouldn't have to, you don't want to. What? And I'm not saying apologize without meaning it. Genuinely apologize. If you know that you ain't doing nothing and you shouldn't have to, what does it matter? It's, again, it's something conceptual. If you know that it will even make someone feel better. And again, this is that, I know that I know how to make people comfortable, but I don't want to have to be uncomfortable to do it. I shouldn't have to. Yeah, we get it. And the only reason, though, why you're uncomfortable is because you're the one who has put the value in whatever comfort means to you. It's not that other person. Again, if you genuinely apologize to them, whether they accept it or this or that or not, you know that you just overcome some shit that you wouldn't want to do. Now you can, you're not, and then it's like, oh, well, what do I need to do that for? I don't need to prove I got to overcome shit. Yeah, it's not about that. It's just about once you start releasing resistance in any way, you move different. Even as a fix, you move different, bruh. You flow. You're able to be that grounded energy, that flowing energy in your sovereignty. You can't give nobody your power. I mean, no one can take your power if you don't give it to them. If you find that an apology where you don't feel like you should have to give one is giving away power, that's on you. They already got the power. You ain't even have to give it to them. They got it already, rent-free in your head, because they got you resisting some shit. Yeah, you ain't even know it, huh? Yeah, why you so busy? Yeah, oh yeah. You so busy, nah, I'm me. You can't tell me I ain't gonna do what you say, because I'm gonna do me, woo, woo, woo. But you already doing what they say by not doing some shit because you don't want to do it because they want you to. They're already puppeteering your ass. Oops. Oopsies. You feel me? The world, the bottom of the deck, we're going to clarify real quick with tarot, and then I'm going to read from the guidebooks, and we'll see what happens from there, because I don't want this to go too long, you feel me? But I'm loving it. I'm loving it for sure, for sure. Good for you, Taurus. Good for us, Taurus. Working through, and then really I feel like if you can work through Taurus energy, baby, you can work through anything. Real talk. I feel like Taurus is more stubborn than Capricorn, really. If you can work through Taurus energy, you can work through anything. For ears wide open in house 4. Ooh, gratitude. The Emperor, and then we got Page of Swords. Very much, again, that's that storyteller energy. This is connecting also to his Gemini energy. This is that you, again, this is the ability to transcend concept. You control, like we're out here talking about our brain controls us, and we know that we control our brain. This is energy of understanding that emotions are created in the mind. They are stored in the body, but they are created in the mind. So again, this is like, and also this storm warning energy. This is again taking accountability and ownership of you and your own materialization, the materialization of you and your intuition. Look, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity, the ability to trust, I don't want to say trust your mind, trust yourself to not even transcend the mind, but trust yourself to be able to use your mind wisely and use your mind in conjunction with your intuition. And because when you use your mind in conjunction with your intuition, it becomes, when you use your mind and it's coherent with your heart, logic becomes intuition. And basically everything, all of those concepts that we've created into ourselves, it becomes our divine self now. This is what enables you to sift through the this and the okay, this sense of self, that sense of self, this sense of self, that sense of self. You're able to sift through all of that. But you have to make the choice to do that. That's why it's the Page of Swords. Because you, again, you got to do it. Ain't nobody going to do it for you. Big Emperor energy. No one's going to do that for you. And no one can make you. As much as like, and you may feel like you're in situations where you're being forced to do this or that. And you know full and well, ain't nobody and can't nobody make you do nothing. And the reason why you even feel like they're even trying is because they're a representation and a reflection of you trying to get you to move past this comfort zone that you have created so that you can truly be comfortable. Because if you're only comfortable in your comfort zone, you're not really comfortable. And it's not stable comfort. And you know how Taurus feels about their stability. That's that house 4. Come on, somebody. For Moonlight, Venus. Moonlight, woo, Venus, Four of Pentacles, and then Queen of Swords. I'm gonna keep both of these. With the Empress, that's why I'm gonna keep both of them, because this is literally, when I look at both of these cards, it's like, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. You know, Four of Pentacles holds on tight. You know, though, when you hold on to, when you do that, you're telling Source, the universe, God, Most High, that you don't trust that you will get something. You don't trust. You can't watch and wait. And know, be still and know that what's coming is just as good or better. Moving through, though, with this Queen of Swords energy, it's giving me divine feminine. And I know Queen of Swords is usually like, and you may be in that energy. But also, can you embody the energetic influence of Queen of Swords and Four of Pentacles, which is really be still and know. What's understood really doesn't need to be explained. You don't need to express nothing for nobody to understand, for nobody to validate, for nobody to even hear that shit. If you know what it is. Queen of Swords usually is very like, yelling, screaming. You don't gotta do none of that, really. That's the beauty of it. You truly can be still and know. You truly can watch and wait. If you allow yourself to, if you can see the beauty in watching and waiting, if you can find the value in watching and waiting, and understand that the beauty and the value is not just in the materialization of what happens when you watch and wait. It's actually in the watching and waiting and the allowing, the trusting. You know, the Empress, that's that abundant energy. Venus, what your Venus ruled as. For Leo and watch and wait. Ooh, gratitude. Tower. It's gonna happen anyways. So you best go with the flow, or you end up on the floor out the door. Let me stop. But no, for real, it's inevitable. Because again, when this shift, your consciousness can't go back to where it was, bruh. You can't unsee it. You can't close your eyes and be like la 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 la. Like, no, you know that you're fighting concepts at this point. You know that you're fighting, like, you know you're fighting your ego. You know what it is. Once we get to ego and recognizing ego, that's it. From then on, we always know what it is. The only delay is the time in which we decide to go ahead and act on that knowledge. And act accordingly. King of Wands. Leo energy. Woo! You already know how the Tower do. It's something that has to happen. The foundation was, again, that confidence, that comfort, that stability was on shaky ground, because it was literally built on the egoic self, which you know you are which you know is dissolving, and it's been dissolving. So it's going to come down. Are you going to come down with it, or is it going to come down on top of you? Are you going to use the fall so that all you got to do is take a short jump down, or are you going to fucking you know, jump off the damn tower before it hits the ground and fall all the way? For storm warning, ooh, and Pisces, we got Temperance, baby. 3 of Pentacles. I love 3 of Pentacles, and especially from this deck, because it makes me feel like it's like your heart, mind, and your soul. It's like your ego, your consciousness, and then source consciousness. You know, it's like divinity. It's like divinity kind of like looking over everything. And the true spiritual union. It's like the 333 energy. You feel me? Like it's like the holy trine. Angelic, it's giving angelic support. You are supported. Trust that. Trust that. Okay, let me go ahead and hit the guidebooks, and then I'm gonna get out y'all hair. You feel me? Yeah. Here this guy comes. Number 33, ears wide open. The key concepts are deep listening as a gift we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning in to another, and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. The world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard. When we feel insignificant, it's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you are in this space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open and you will find more than you were searching for. Ashe. I really feel the need to read the Royal You. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. Number 16, the Royal You. The key concepts are sovereignty, responsibility, self-confidence, self-rule, ownership of your feelings and actions, a quiet sense of empowerment, being self-aware, not allowing outside influences out of alignment with your truth. Do you know what it means to express personal sovereignty in your life? It's about how you hold to your inner sense of worth and integrity, secure in your belief that you have a unique purpose. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are and that nothing outside you can challenge your authentic self. The hard-won It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are and that nothing outside you can challenge your authentic self. The hard-won seat of awareness that you have earned. You are the ruler of your mind, and you're being invited now to consider what discipline you need to apply to your thoughts. Are they consistent with the values and beauty Come on, Taurus. Are they consistent with the values and beauty you intend for your life? It is important now to keep your focus on what is right and what is good for you as well as others. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with a measured response. If life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with grace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to plan their battles, so stay out of unnecessary skirmishes and strategically wield your personal power. Now is the time to lead from the heart with your authenticity and integrity. Hold your head high and know your worth. That is the mark of a true sovereign. All right, Taurus. Okay, number 51, Moonlight. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. Follow it. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perspective, but your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. I'm going to read the reverse energy because I feel like I need to. It says, too much analyzing is getting you nowhere. Stop overthinking things. You may be exhausted from second guessing yourself all the time and losing your footing. Are you insecure about your ability? I was about to say inability. Are you insecure about your ability to make good choices? Step back and regroup and enter into a more trusting relationship with the flow of life. Don't become overly concerned about perceived mistakes. How will you learn to dance if you don't occasionally take a misstep? On the moonlit pathways, you can discover love and truth and wondrous things. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Go play, have fun, stay open, and trust. I love this for us. I love this for us. And I say us too, not just because of my Taurus placements, but because this is actually interpretation of the energy that the Taurus collective is bringing to the collective. Like the Taurus energy that the collective is embodying right now. So this is like what we can learn from Taurus and what Taurus is learning, you know, and how to embody the highest form of this energy. So it's not just for Taurus or Taurus placements. This is so that you can get a alternative perception. Y'all feel? Seahorse spirit, number 53. Watch and wait. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama. Wow, I'm sorry. Hold up now. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. Seahorse spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Your message from Seahorse spirit: not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is that whatever your query, Seahorse Spirit asks you to step back from it. Be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspective of the position of the neutral observer, you will discover a myriad of opportunities and a deeper understanding of what you seek and why. And you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. Oh my gosh, Taurus, with the chills. Protection message. Are you holding on to judgment, sure that your perspective is the only correct way to look at things? There are as many perspectives as there are creatures in the sea. And when Seahorse Spirit appears, you are reminded to detach from the experience so you can view it from more than one angle. Pay attention to your hidden beliefs and how they affect the way you think, feel, and act. Are you being fair to all involved, or do you need to step back? Perhaps the drama you've been drawn into is your own. Whatever the actions of others, your challenge is to be non-reactive and not take their words or behaviors personally. Woo, their turbulence may have little to do with you, so remain neutral until you know more. Your perspective may be quite different in time. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Number 10, storm warning, clouds on the horizon. This card indicates a potential difficulty, either in the external world or within yourself and your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be The caution here is to be conscious, yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Always remember you have the power and wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. The affirmation says, I have the power to overcome any obstacle. No matter what is going on, I can be strong, confident, and self-directed. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. I low-key don't even want to do an outro because wow. Yes. All right, Taurus, I have kept you long enough. Thank you again so much for joining and integrating your energy in with the collective. If you like this reading, make sure you check out your other placements, or if you just want to get additional insight from the energies that the collective is bringing in, check out my other videos. I will be adding some bonus reads to the YouTube shorts. I also do have my site open for personal readings. Right now I am doing a personal version of the Starseed shit reading. So if you feel like if you want to check that out and kind of get a feel for it and see if you like a personal version of that, feel free. And same thing with the actual personal readings. If you like the energy of my interpretations and you would like to get one for yourself, those are available. I also have consultations without cards available as well. So yes, again, thank you so very much. And with that, I will leave you to ponder, but never too much. And I just want to let you know that even if you are by yourself, you are never ever alone. We are always here with you. Feel free to come kick it with us whenever. Okay. I love you so much. Peace.